Hello everyone. Today I want to share with you how can I resolve the duplicate IP address issue for for virtual machine on VMware vCenter. So last night I worked a few hours with our network engineer and my colleagues to fix the duplicate IP address issue. Normally, we did not find the duplicate IP address in the first. We just find out some, computers in the same subnet. They could not communicate with the server through the special port, like a port 25734. When we run the telnet server, we get the connection failed. But if you don't works in the different subnet like Wi-Fi, it works fine. But only in the same subnet which uses the network cable is not working. The first time it's not working. Then after I tried a few times, it works again, and then after it works. And because of this port could not communicate with this server and port, user could not open the application. Said they could not access the license server. So this has happened a few days. Then first thing we think is something to do with the firewall, but because this, the computer and the server is in the same subnet, so there's no firewall block. And also on the server itself, I can see this 25. If I run the ns if I run the net state-a, I can see this, this 25734 is listening. The port is already open on the server. However, the user could not communicate with the server, so it communicates once, and then afterwards it works. But in the first time, if you restart this computer and log in, then we try this telnet command. It's not opening the connect field. So then we ask the network team to restart the switch which the computer connects to, and also restart the switch which the server, VMware host connects to, but still we get the same error. Then the next step is I just log into the server and restart the server itself, and then try to access the server port from the computer. Still get the same error message. Then what I did is I just, I thought it's something to do with the network adapter. I go to the VMware vCenter and then I add a new network adapter, to the server virtual machine and restart the server. Then I, set up the first network adapter to, get an IP address automatically and then disable it. After that, I set the second, network adapter to the same IP address as this server used before, and I set the, gateway and set the DNS and IP subnet. But after that, I get this same error message as this one, just KB VMware kb.vmware.com. This KB says this IP address you have entered for this network adapter is already assigned to another adapter, and the name of adapter is hidden from the network and die up because it's not physically, the same error message in the, in the window. And then I just follow the process, which I did is to run this command, open command as administrator, and also I run this command and then open the device manager then show the hidden devices. I find just an old adapter, because I already deleted all that from the virtual machine, the vCenter. I find the hidden, devices, and then I click on install. After that, I set the IP address, whatever the server IP address is before, to the new network adapter. I did not get the error message. However, when I run when I go to the command prompt, I run the IP config, or it shows the new IP address still shows duplicate, and set the IP address to be 169.254. Something as a preferred, because the duplicate. So it's very strange, because I have already deleted the hidden devices from the server, and also I have configured, the when I configure with the old, IP address for the server, I still get the duplicate. I did not get this error message anymore, so this window is gone. But when I run the IP config /o, I still get the preferred IP address is the 169.254. IP address, because and then there's another IP address for this, the original IP address 192.168.236.98. It shows a duplicate. Then after that, if I log in, then I log into another server, I try to pin the because this server is assigned to the 169.254. I want to see if the original IP address is still pinnable or not. I go to another server. I try to pin the original IP address, 192.168.1.98. Still, I can pin this IP address. This means, even the IP address is changed, from the server itself to 169.254. Still, this we can pin the old IP address, ending with 98. Then we think, I work with my colleague, and then we find out this happened is because some people, built a Linux server and use exactly the same IP address, as the, on the Linux server. So this we find it from the vCenter. We just, input the the IP address to search for the virtual machine, and then in the vCenter we put the 192.168.1.98 and search. We find out recently, just a few days ago, someone built a Linux server and set the static IP address as the same IP address as the server. We don't know why this happened. However, we just set the network card to disconnect the network, and then we will start the server. I see there's no duplicate IP address for this server anymore, and we start the use the computer, and we can telnet the server with port number fine. So finally we find out this issue happened is because someone built a new server virtual machine Linux and set that static IP address to be the same as the application server. Just causing the users when they try to communicate with the server, because the server is always resolved with an IP address. They say they may communicate with the Linux server, but the Linux server does not have the license installed at all. So causing some issues. Then finally we find out the root cause is that someone built a Linux with the same IP address of the servers. And after we as I said, after we search the IP address from the vCenter, we find the new Linux virtual machine, and we just disconnect from network, And finally, we shut down this Linux server. So it's all working fine now. This is the way I spent a few hours last night to fix this issue. Thank you. Thanks.